Hey guys, wanted to do a video today on my Tatume squash that I'm trying for the first time this year. This is a squash that's very popular down in Mexico from what I've read. Not so much here in the 48 states, but it might be something you want to look at. It's resistant to a lot of the bugs, specifically in particular the vine borer bug that is such a plague on squash. And simply, this is obviously because of how narrow the vines are and all the stems here. Here I have some crookneck squash for comparison here next door, and look at the size of their vines, you know. So that's cool. Also, at least on one garden site that I was reading, they said it's more resistant to the white powdery mildew, which is my biggest problem. It wipes me out every single year, mid to late August. And so far I've yet to find a cure for it. But it's going to be curious to see what this squash does when that happens. It's a very aggressive vining squash. It has spilled over the bed on all sides. First year and everything, I planted them too close, obviously. It's hard to find much on this squash. It's because it is so rare to grow. There's only a couple places I found to buy seeds. I got mine off the rareseeds.com, you know, the Baker Creek seed company. There's a squash that I can show you. They're interesting squash. They're round, and from what I was reading, you want to harvest them when they are approximately the size of a baseball. And today, I finally have gotten some squash that has been that size out of here. The crooknecks and everything here, my black beauty zucchini farther on back, those have all been producing for several weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And this guy finally, here on July 20th, I've picked my first Tatume squash. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm really looking forward to in about another 3 or 4 weeks when the white powdery mildew comes through and wipes out all my squash. What this will do in that regard. So if you haven't tried this squash, maybe give it a shot. If you're plagued by the bugs, the vine borer, the powdery mildew, maybe give it a shot. It's very easy to grow, very fast growing. The squash was later, but so far that's the only downside. I've heard that the squash is extremely tasty, much more flavorful than like the yellow crooknecks. So I'll have to try that and see what I find out. But they're pretty plants, and I don't know, it might be some use to you. Maybe give it a shot. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later.